My DoorDash people. So I have been getting a few requests from people just furtherly trying to understand when I speak on the terms of my whole dashing day and my orders all balancing out to then become a nice average number that I make throughout my whole day dashing. So just briefly, and it's very simple in my head, and this is the way that I dash. Like I said, I accept 100% of my offers. I don't consider any of them trash. There's some low paying ones, there's some high paying ones, there's some ones in between. I don't pay attention to each individual order as a whole. I mean, granted, I accept them like that, but again, the way that I have my rating set up, where everything's 100%, I know I'm probably getting the best offers that I can get compared to others in the sense. Again, that's my dashing, but the whole balance of money and figuring out your average pay. This last week, for instance, I didn't drive too much. I think I drove like 18 or 19 hours. I think I made $633 off 19 hours. So in a simple format, what I do, $633, and so as you can see here, $633 at 41 deliveries. With 41 deliveries, when I divide that into the 633, it comes out to $15 per order that I made with 41 deliveries. Each order, if you look at it as a whole and make it into a big average, I made $15 per order. That's how I dash. I don't focus on that, oh, I made 20 here, I don't want to accept the 5 here, and all that mumbo jumbo. Like, I don't have time for it. At the end of the day, if you just averaged out your orders and did that math, it would sound and make it seem better when you accept higher paying orders and lower paying orders, because you just bundle them all together and average them out. So 41 deliveries that I ended up completing, because obviously I have a 100% acceptance rate, I have a 100% completion rate. Out of the 41 deliveries, $15 and some change, almost $16. As you can see here when I did the math on it. And you can do the math if you'd like to do it. So when you then calculate it based on my hours, I only work 19 hours. So you divide that into $633, and I made $33 per hour. That's legit number based on my 633 making of the week. For my 19 hours dashing, $33 each hour that I made. So that's the hourly rate that I make. But then for the deliveries part, in terms of it being 41 deliveries, each delivery offer was pretty much $15. And that's where I always speak on that I balance my order, I balance the money that I make out. Again, like a previous video that I spoke on, a $30 order here and a $5 order here. I can take money from this $30 order and put it with this $5 order over here to make it look better. I got overpaid, generally speaking, on this one. Overpaid sounds so crazy by saying overpaid, because that's definitely not the case. But as easy as these orders are, and to get a $30 order, I can take money from this $30 order, call it 10 bucks. That'll still put me at $20 for this order. And I put that $10 with this $5 over here, and now it's 15 bucks. So now it's a $20 order and a $15 order. That's how my mind processes things when it comes to these orders and dashing. I make sense of it to where it sounds good for me. And it's not that it sounds good, it actually is. Because like, it's not that I'm focusing on, oh man, they only send me $5 orders, but then I got some good ones earlier that just brings you down. To where at the end of the week, and you can do this every day, you can do it at the end of your week, and just average all your orders out. It's very, very simple. Again, go back, say it again. $633, 41 orders. 41 into 633, $15 a piece. I'm sure each one of you would like to get a $15 order guaranteed every offer. You see what I'm saying? The way you do that average, it sounds better, and it actually is better. It all ends up being the same money, and that's assuming that you're taking all your orders. Now, at the end of the day, you can still do this average with whatever orders it is you do take. So it ain't got to be that you have to accept 100% of your offers. I'm just saying this is what I do and how I'm able to figure it out, because I let those smaller orders tie into the bigger paying orders, and then they average themselves out at the end of the day or at the end of the week. And it doesn't sound or look as bad when I accept the more lower $5, $6 orders or whatever it is. I don't drive long miles, so there's never a concern with me when I accept all my offers. Keep my ratings up, make the most money that I can, and call it a day. So that was just for the people that was wondering, because I have quite a few people reach out and not understanding what I mean, where you have to balance the money all out when it comes to doing this Dash thing. And that's just the way that my mind processes things, to where I just come up with the average that I'm making per order, and then I can figure out how much I'm making per mile when you do it from the hours part. So you're either doing it from the total deliveries divided into your total, or your total hours divided into your total, and that'll tell you how much you're making per delivery and overall, and how much you're making per hour overall. In my case, $15 per delivery, $33 per hour. So why don't you guys try that math out? Accept you a few orders, get some good orders, then accept a few okay so-so orders, and at the end of your day, do that average and see how it looks differently when you have it like that. Find out what you make the total for the day, divide your deliveries into that. That's how much you got for each delivery. And same thing with your hours, how much you made hourly. So with that said, if you guys have any questions with that, please don't hesitate to reach down below. I'm here to help. But just try to get your mind thinking in a different direction to try to keep some positivity going, or whatever it is. So until next time, your boy C Motor, you know what it always is. Peace out.